Hello, what's going on, YouTube family? Yay, it's your girl. I'm back. Happy Black History Month. Yay, are we excited? Are we excited? So today I just really want to see what's going on this Saturday. Um, First of the month of February 2020. What's going on? So I pretty much wanted to do this video to just talk about a few things. So even though I'm happy and excited about Black History Month for this new decade, 2020, I'm also worried that, and no disrespect to no one, but I feel like I remember hearing some things about the LGBT community trying to have like their Pride Day in the month of February. And so I feel like if they do that, it's going to deflect from, you know, bringing awareness to all the greats that we have as Black people. Like, why do that? Why take away from that? We already have the shortest month of the year, so why do that, But yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick. I really don't care about who you have sex with, who you want to be. I couldn't care less about that. It's, other than, my man. So, I don't know. But yeah, so what's going on, YouTube? Oh my goodness, it's Saturday. How's the weather? Here the weather is very cloudy, cool. I think it's like 47 or something. Let me see. 41. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I don't have much to do today. Drop my daughter off. Maybe go by the grocery store. I'm going on a date with my man tonight. Yay. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about a couple things. First thing first. The P. Diddy video that he did, or when he made that speech at the Grammys and he talked about all these people who don't want to give props to Black artists and everything. And yeah, and then Mace came out and put him on blast, and I was very shocked to see that. Very, very shocked to see that, because I've always thought that maybe Mace and P. Diddy had something going on, like sexually. So that was, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Mace is like, nah, bruh. I ain't taking it no more. I'm coming out and speaking my truth. And I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook, Twitter. I'm not on none of that. So I hear like from my children and other YouTubers a lot of things that happen on Facebook or Twitter, unless I'm looking at a video and they just happen to show like a certain artist or entertainer or person and their Twitter page or social media page. But yes, I heard that P. Diddy was talking about trying to deflect from everything May said and wanted to really get in on that Kobe Bryant, the passing of Kobe Bryant, which is, it's expected, right? Right? Like, who would expect him to do anything else? Because, like, think about all the artists he had, and none of them are big right now, and they all were so very talented. Like, I think, Carl Thomas, I think that was him, the R&B singer. I think his name was Carl Thomas. He was, oh my goodness, I just love his music. But, none of them are successful, really, And then Mace did the church thing. I'm not sure if he still has the church in Georgia. But, it's like, I mean, it makes you wonder, like, what the hell is going on? And if you're doing business and, part of your contract is for you not to own your publishing or, your catalog or whatever, then I mean that's pretty much part of business. So I mean, you might just need to negotiate some things in your contract, instead of blaming someone many of years later saying that no, you took advantage, you didn't give me my, publishings and stuff. So I don't know how y'all feel about that, because I don't know. Also, the Kobe Bryant thing was so heartbreaking, so very heartbreaking to hear about Kobe Bryant's passing, and all the other people that were on that plane. It's very heartbreaking to hear all that. I saw the speech for that LeBron made during the Lakers game, or before the Lakers game, and it was all right speech. I felt like they could have pre-recorded that. I don't know. But the tribute they made to him, that was pretty nice. And then Boys to Men singing. Okay. They did good. They did real good, especially for them being an older R&B group, and coming back singing so very well. Like you could tell that Boys to Men really take pride in their talent, and have really kept themselves up far as their skill, and their talent. So that was nice to see. It was nice to see. It really was. And then the Lakers lost. So that's why I was like, maybe they should have pre-recorded the LeBron James thing, because he should have made more points in that game. And my boyfriend's like, well, he made enough points. Everybody else got to do their part. But, I mean, you just beat Kobe in the record. So I'm going to need you to give it your all in the game, And, I felt like he could have did better. But it is what it is. And what else is going on? What else? Let's see. I don't know why I got stuck just now. What else? What else? Let's say. Gene Deal. Okay, so Gene Deal, I finally saw. I don't know when Gene Deal actually did the video, talking about the Faith Evans documentary thing that was on Lifetime, because I felt like she was full of shit in that documentary. So I was like in Gene Deal's comment section, like, please talk about that Faith Evans documentary, because I was like, this bitch is lying. Her mama already said that she like thugs. So for her to not mess with Tupac, like, I would have messed with Tupac. I'm sorry, I would have. And I feel like a lot of women would have, okay? Especially given the circumstance, her man is Biggie. He messing with all these women, and, and they're married. Yeah. I think she messed with Tupac. And, he's not here to defend himself or take up for himself and, speak his truth on it. So I guess we just never know. But I don't trust that. And then, like, Tasha K reported that, I think it was, no, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm sorry. Somebody reported that Faith Evans and Stevie J like to get down with that nose candy. So, I think, hood rat is a hood rat. I'm sorry. I love Faith Evans though. I love her music. Love her music. I mean, voice like an angel. Um, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. But so what else is going on? What's going on? Me and my baby got date night tonight. I'm so happy because we haven't been nowhere. I think we probably went somewhere or did something like the 1st of January, maybe, or New Year's Eve. I know we went out New Year's Eve, so I'm not sure if I can't remember anything we've done in the month of January. So I'm real happy to get this date night going on. And I'm excited for February. See, I got the red lipstick, got the red nails, you know. It's the Lovers Month. And speaking of February being the Lovers Month and black people being so submissive, is that one of the reasons why they gave black people February as Black History Month? Trying to play you. See, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think about things and I ask questions, and I think that's very important to ask a lot of questions when things happen. So a lot of people might be like, "Oh, you're reaching," but I don't know. Especially nowadays that I feel, especially with this 2020 vision, I think about a whole lot of things, and with so many people showing their true colors and showing how they are, what they really feel. I think we need to make sure, we keep them eyes alert, okay? Because, people will tell you anything, but how they act tells it all, right? Yeah, so what else is going on in the YouTube world? Hmm. I can't remember what else, if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. Oh, so I know it's this network called Reels, Reels, and they have a lot of documentaries on there where they talk about a lot of different people. And I like to tune into them because I just find it interesting how they like to tell a lot of stories. And of course, some of it, don't believe everything you hear. Like, don't believe everything you hear, especially if they don't have the actual person on the documentaries stating their truth. Like, I'm not going to believe just everything you say just because you say it, right? So last night I was watching, they had something on here about Eddie Murphy. And the first thing they started out with was the transvestite, him picking up the transvestite. And I just felt like, is that the white supremacist way of coming out and shitting on him? Because R. Kelly, oh my goodness, because Eddie Murphy has, he's made his comeback, and they already know Eddie Murphy is going to be big. I'm telling you, I am a huge Eddie Murphy fan. I love his work. Now, 48 Hours and what's that? That Beverly Hills cop or something. I wasn't really into that. I like other things, other movies that he made, and I know those seem like pretty big hits, right? Or like, big movies. But in the documentary they were saying how the critics, they kept talking about the critics. Like, the critics were saying, now they kept saying that the critics were saying that those movies didn't do too well for him. And I'm thinking back, like, I remember those being big movies for Eddie Murphy. And, I was just disappointed in the way that they spoke about him and trying to downplay his success, because to me Eddie Murphy is like king. He's high up there when it comes to comedy. Now, I know everybody loved Richard Pryor, and speaking of Richard Pryor, his documentary, it was the autopsy documentary they did of him right before the Eddie Murphy one came on. And I'm a homebody, so Friday nights I be looking for something to watch. But the Reels network, and sometimes Lifetime, I have something going on that's other than their regular TV programming, with all the crazy shows and stuff. But so I'll be home watching all that stuff with my man, even though he fell asleep on me. But I watched it for both of us, so I could tell him about it. But yeah, the Eddie Murphy one, I was just so disappointed. And um, a lot of the movies, they were like just failed. Like it just, they were saying that because of what was going on in his personal relationship with Nicole Murphy, and with when the transvestite thing came out when he was doing Dr. Doolittle. And let me tell you, in the documentary, okay, they said that when he was working on the movie Dr. Doolittle, he left real late. I guess like they wrapped up real late. So he was driving through town. Where he from? Where he was at? In California, I think, or something. And he saw somebody walking, and he's just such a good Samaritan. So he would a lot of times like talk to people that's walking around or homeless or something that night because he had insomnia, and he would help them out, give them some money. And this supposed to be lady, he gave her a ride. So soon as he like got a couple blocks away, the police pulled him over. And then it just so happened that paparazzi was somewhere near, so they snapped some pictures, and then that's how everything came out with him in the transvestite. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I know you, some people will be like, you reaching, but come on now. First of all, okay, let's think about this real quick. Let's break it down just a little bit. If Eddie Murphy leave the studio at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And he goes to a certain part of town where there are transvestites, hoes, prostitutes, stuff like that. Why would paparazzi be in that area? Make that make sense to me. I'll wait. I don't understand. That sound, and as soon as the girl, the transvestite get in the car, the police pull them over, and then the paparazzi see the them pulled over, and he snapped pictures. So how he snapped pictures and know that that was Eddie Murphy if he was in the car? Cause he got a ticket and he went on his way. They didn't say like he had to get out the car and it was this whole dramatic scene and everything. They said that the police were following the transvestite, and then Eddie Murphy picked her up, and then they pulled them over like a block after they drove a little bit, like a block or whatever. And then the paparazzi was able to snap pictures. So how did he know that that was going to be Eddie Murphy? I don't know. That just seemed. I'm curious to know, you know, the details, which I don't even want to know the details. Like I said, when it comes to entertainers, especially black entertainers, it seems like it's always something about their sexuality, either them raping someone or them being gay. And who you sleep with is who you sleep with, but I don't feel like it has anything to do with your talent. Those two separate things. That's two different things that people will want to know about. But, I was just really disappointed that they started with that, and then they had to wrap the show up with that and talk about like the downfall of his career. And I was like, what downfall? I don't know. It seems to me like Eddie Murphy was like on the top of his game. Like Dr. Doolittle, that was excellent. When he was in the movie Shrek, he played the ass. I felt like, they made an ass of him. And then they said while he was filming Coming to America, the director had an issue with him. And he even had to jack the director up because they said that Eddie Murphy felt like the director was feeling some type of way because of his success. And I mean, come on. We know that's believable. That's very believable. And I'm sure those folks, the pale folks, were probably feeling some type of way about Eddie Murphy being this big star, and they couldn't control him with drugs and stuff. Because if you think about it, I've never heard of Eddie Murphy being involved in like a lot of drinking and drugs. So when folks can't abuse you and use you in that way, and you just spot your paper and you keep it professional, they don't like that. They don't like to see you all successful and all on top of your game. So I feel like Eddie Murphy is a huge star, and I actually can't wait to see Coming to America this year, because I think it's supposed to be coming out in August. But they actually said that Coming to America wasn't one of the big hits that he made, and I'm like, who feels that way? Are you serious? Coming to America was like one of the best movies Eddie Murphy did. One of the best. I mean, I can't say it is the best because I like the Nutty Professor thing. I like Norbit. Like, I love Norbit. I just thought that was just hilarious. And Eddie Murphy is just a star. What's the movie with him and Halle Berry and Martin Lawrence? What is the movie? And Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Like, all those movies were great movies. Like, Eddie Murphy. No, hold up. What am I talking about? He didn't do Thin Line Between. Martin Lawrence did. Okay, I got way off there. But he did do the one with with Martin Lawrence was in it, and then Halle Berry was in it. I cannot think of the movie. Oh my goodness. I don't know. If y'all remember, I'm like having a whole brain fart right now. And real upset that, they try to play Eddie Murphy, because I have much respect for Eddie Murphy. I don't care what he does or what, like, whatever. He's a great entertainer, comedian, and I'm so excited to see his comeback. And I feel like, because the majority of people who they talk about on Reels, or who they have been doing documentaries on, were people who were deceased. And so it was surprising for me, because this is my first time seeing them talk about someone who was actually alive. And then the Jennifer Lopez one come on tonight, which I don't really care for Jennifer Lopez like that. She's a very beautiful girl, but but I guess because she's going to be at the Super Bowl, they, I don't know. Yeah, I probably will watch it if, it comes on real late tonight, because I'm not sure what time we'll get back. But Jennifer Lopez, like, no one wants to see that. But, but whatever. It is what it is. So, yeah, I just wanted to do this video real quick, see what was going on, and have a quick conversation. So, yeah, leave a comment and watch. I'm gonna think of the name of the movie soon as I get off this live, but the stream, I mean. But yeah, so leave me a comment and help me out, folks. Okay. But yeah, leave me a comment if you want to ask a question or add to the conversation. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see my face more and hear more of my commentary on things, yeah, do that. And until next time, holla. Peace.